is beautiful until it becomes the prison. You stay quiet. You avoid hard conversations. You swallow your discomfort for the sake of keeping things smooth. And everyone calls you calm, kind, easy to be around. But inside, you're tired, disconnected, invisible. If you've been keeping the peace at your own expense, this episode is for you. Welcome back to Journey to Self, powered beyond people pleasing. I am Sandy Bartlett, your host. And this month, we've been exploring the 5 personas that keep us stuck in survival roles. And today, we're exploring the peacemaker, the one who keeps things calm on the outside, but often pays the price within. And before we get into the peacemaker, let's talk about our intuitive moment. I pulled the blade from my mystical shaman oracle deck. The blade is a symbol of clarity, truth, and decisive action. It cuts through illusion and invites us to stand fully in our integrity, even when the truth feels sharp or uncomfortable. And isn't that exactly what the peacemaker struggles with? When we live as the peacemaker, we often trade truth for temporary calm. We avoid the hard conversations, soften our words, or silence our needs to keep the waters smooth. But the blade reminds us that real peace isn't fragile. It doesn't need to be protected by avoidance. Instead, it thrives when truth is spoken with courage. And this card invites you and me to wield our truth with grace, not to wound, but to liberate, to speak what's real, even when it shakes the stillness. Because every time we honor our truth, we reclaim a little more of ourselves. The peacemaker is often the nice one, the mediator, the fixer, the harmonizer. She knows how to read tension in a room before it's spoken. She keeps her voice soft, her opinions measured, her needs small. And she rarely, if ever, allows herself to rock the boat. But here's what most people don't see. Her silence isn't peace, it's fear. A fear of being disliked, dismissed, or seen as difficult. I remember moments in my own life when I chose quiet over truth, when I said, "It's fine," instead of, "That hurt me," when I absorbed discomfort to avoid giving it. And I told myself I was strong, mature, evolved. But what I was disconnected. Because peace without honesty isn't peace, it's performance. And the price? Your voice, your presence, and your truth. So let me ask you for your inner reflection. Where are you silencing yourself to keep the peace? What emotions are you suppressing just to be easy? And what would shift if you trusted that discomfort doesn't mean disaster? Your truth deserves space, even if it shakes the stillness, even if someone else doesn't like it. I have another unknown quote for our whispers of wisdom. Peace is not the absence of conflict, it's the presence of truth. You don't have to yell to be heard. You just have to stop whispering over yourself. So, for your empowerment action, here's your invitation. Speak one honest sentence today, even if it's uncomfortable, even if it feels small. Try something like, Actually, I feel differently, or I need a moment before I say yes. And if this episode resonates, make sure you take the people pleasing persona quiz. Find out if you've been living as the peacemaker or one of the others, and how to start shifting the pattern. After your result, you'll be invited to schedule a free 30-minute Awaken the Shift call with me. Let's create peace that includes you. Next week, we'll continue the series and talk about the performer. And just a side note, these roles are just patterns. I've used all 5 of them at different times in my life. It's situational. It doesn't necessarily mean it's that way all the time. You may have a dominant role, a go-to, or maybe 2 or more, but we all have the ability to use all of it. And we will, depending on the circumstances and the situation, just like I've been sharing my examples in the series. My dominant one is the chameleon, but I can use all of them and have depending on the situation. So each one resonates to a certain degree with me. It's the protection that we learned as children. So until next time, be true to you.